Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present on the topic exploratory data analysis from the subject data science and visualization. I am Kritika Tang from 6th semester CSC. So let's dive into the topic. Exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis or EDA is an approach to analyze data sets to summarize their main characteristics, often employing visual methods. The primary goal of EDA is to understand the data structure, patterns, and relationships, which can then further guide analysis and model decisions. There are different steps involved in an EDA. The steps are data summarization, data visualization, handling missing values, detecting outliers, understanding relationships, featuring engineering ideas, identifying the trends and ideas, checking assumptions. Here is a picture that shows the data science process. Exploratory data analysis is an attitude, a state of flexibility, a willingness to look for those things that we believe are not there, as well as those we believe are be there. This is said by John Turkey. EDA is first step in building the model. It is traditionally represented as a bunch of histogram and stem and leaf plots. EDA is a critical part of the data science process and also represents a way of doing statistics practiced by a state of statisticians coming from Bell Lab tradition. John Turkey, a mathematician at Bell Labs, developed exploratory data analysis in contrast to confirmatory data analysis, which concerns itself with modeling and hypothesis. EDA is not only a set of tools, it is also a mindset which tells about your relationship with the data. You want to understand the data, gain intuition, understand the shape of it, and try to connect your understanding to the process that generates the data to the data itself. EDA happens between you and the data and isn't about providing anything to anyone else yet. Philosophy of exploratory data analysis. Before convincing others, we have to convince ourselves what is happening is in the proper way. EDA is done for the same reason. It's done with the smaller data set. But there are additional reasons to do it with data that has been generated from logs. The important reason why anyone is working with data to gain intuition about the data, to make comparison with the distributions, for sanity checking, making sure the data is on the scale you expect, in the format you thought it should be, to find out whether data is missing or there are any outliers, to summarize the data. With respect to the context of data generated from the logs, EDA also helps with debugging the logging process. For example, patterns you might find in the data could actually be something wrong in the logging process that needs to be fixed. But if we think that the pattern obtained is right and if not debugged, we think the pattern obtained are real itself. In the end, the main purpose of EDA is to help you make sure that the product is performing as intended. Although there are lots of visualization involved in EDA, we distinguish the EDA and data visualization in that EDA is done towards beginning of analysis and data visualization is done towards end of the analysis. The role of data scientist in a data science process. By human here we mean a data scientist, someone who has to make decision about what data to collect and why. That person needs to be formulating questions and hypotheses and make a plan for how the problems are to be attacked. Data scientists are actually involved in the actual coding as well in the higher levels. For the first from the world They ask questions like what data needs to be collected or recorded. Data such as human behaviors from biology, from finance, from internet, from medicine, from sociology, from Olympics. So once the raw data is collected, like from emails, from logs, medical records, surveys, blood drawn, Olympic records, New York web pages, articles, the data is processed from like pipelines, web scraping, cleaning, bundling, joining, bangling. Then data is cleaned. What do I want the data to look like? Data scientists think what do they want the data to look like? They clean the data, they remove the outliers, they handle the missing values, they debug it, they make it into a table. Why and what research questions am I going to answer? They clean the data based on, they make the data based on the format in like what research questions they're going to answer. And these all thing happens based on formulation of hypothesis. They formulate a hypothesis first, and based on that, they collect the related data. So that is the role of data scientist in data science process. Thank you.